Every person on the planet is getting information in ways that are different than even 5 or 10 years ago, and that's accelerating. There's new technology coming faster and faster, and associated with it different economics. Those two feed one another. But that's not really the cause. Those are responses. And they're responses chiefly, when you think about it, to changing needs that people have. Individual needs and societal needs. I think the second major insight that comes from looking at what the entrepreneurs are doing is that, as usual, the technology, the institutions, the organization is serving real needs, and they are changing fast and in totally understandable and directionally clear ways. There is a problem that becomes obvious as this change accelerates. We have fought for a long time for certain core values: excellence, reliability, truth, those all dimensions of excellence, freedom of thought, expression, access. Is information going to be available to everyone or just a few? Privacy. You don't have creativity or freedom if you don't have privacy. We've worked hard for those values. Now, the safeguards of those values are tied to the institutions that are dying faster and faster. Oops, that's a problem. So how do we protect those values in the context where everything is changing? This begins to point out what may be the most important question that the entrepreneurs in this field and Ashoka is wrestling with. How do we build a world, a system that will prevent us going off the deep end with privacy today or some other value tomorrow? We used to be able to assume that the basic systems were stable, but we can't anymore because they're changing all the time and they're bumping one another. And that's only going to accelerate. So what mechanisms, what forces can we put in place, do we need to encourage, that will ensure that the system is constantly self-correcting, that will spot when it's starting to go off in a direction that would be harmful, and that will have the power to pull it back? If we don't solve that problem, the values go down the drain, and we're not going to be serving the needs of people, and the technology and economics are going to be serving the wrong ends. So this becomes the most important action-forcing set of questions for social change makers in the world right now.